Welcome back to AK219, the only podcast with me, Aidan Maloney, my boy Kevan Boland. Are you sleeping?
No, Aidan, I'm here and ready to do the show today.
Oh, you're doing the lip. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna. I ain't
it.
gonna do my Trump impersonation for the whole podcast.
Good.
While it would be funny, I honestly don't think I could keep it up for that long.
It's tough on the throat.
Yeah.
It is very tough on the throat. And you know what's also tough on the throat? Me.
Yeah.
When you... And this week, we bring you goofs, gaffs, laughs, giggles, galumps.
Goggles.
What else was there? Fricks, fracks, frolics, chaos, tomfoolery, a hijink.
Hold on. Hard stop.
Hard stop? Full
You
stop?
said the word frolic.
I did say the
Now,
word frolic.
I don't frolic, okay? What I do is run this country into the ground, okay? As a businessman, I'm done.
Into the ground is right.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. It is going to be a wild one. Kevan made a quiz for me and the lovely listener. And of course we do burning questions at the end of the show. But of course we couldn't get there without first explaining a little vibe of the week. Something fun, funny, wholesome, or real that's happened in the last 7 days. Now, Kevan...
I actually have a lot on my plate that happened in the last 7 days. So, not that I'm saying yours is not that yours is inferior to mine, but how about you let yourself go first?
You save the cream of the crop for the top of the knob, or whatever they say.
Yeah, well, the cream rises to the top, and in this case, I am the whole cream.
You're the top?
And that too.
You're going to top me off.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I've been very excellent. I've had an issue with my garage. I've
heard about this.
My garage died. It just died.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my garage. Now, for anyone thinking, oh, he probably burned it down. A little Detroit came out of Aidan. Well, first of all, I'm not from Detroit. Save it. Secondly, I think I just have a bad breaker, right? You know what a breaker is?
It's kind of in the name. Maybe you should get
breaker,
a
I
fixer.
hardly know her. Anyway, I just need to replace that, and my garage should be fine. Because if it's not the breaker, something has gone horrifically awry. Because there is no electricity to anything in my garage. And that's an issue for several reasons.
Yeah.
But, that aside, I have a new... I know, exciting news. Be prepared for this.
Uh-oh.
I have a new toilet seat.
I haven't even used the bathroom here yet today.
You know what it has, Kev?
Is it heated?
No.
Oh.
It's a bidet.
You seriously have a bidet? Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It is a... Like I've always told you...
I can't shit here, so...
But that was what I was about to bring up, is like I've always told you, you can't poop at my house because you are a very, very stinky person. But I almost want you to, just so you can test out the bidet.
Just so I can get my asshole blasted.
And just feel what it's like. Because it's such a game changer, right? Like, how frequently do you have water blasting directly at the hole of your ass? Like, of course you clean up in there during a shower. That's just hygienic.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about a single stream of water that's like fucking Lee Harvey Oswald on the JFK of your ass. And like you twist a knob and it pulls the trigger. And by the way, I've never felt cleaner in my life. Like I usually like schedule defecating to take place before a shower.
Oh,
you know, so then it's like...
That is the worst when it hits you as soon as you get out of the shower. You're dry or you're still a little wet.
Yeah.
And you got to sit your wet ass on the toilet seat.
Exactly.
And then
defecate. Befoul the ass you just cleaned. Yeah. But in cases where I can't schedule it out to occur before a shower, it is magical. It is absolutely magical. And it's not like I know there's always the meme of like, oh man, he's been sitting on the bidet for the last 15 minutes. Hope he's having a good time. But like
that might be me.
It might be you. You might discover something about yourself.
It'd be the first time I'd ever have something blast up my ass.
Besides me, but that's an aside. It's not exactly pleasant. You know, like it.
Well, then why would I want to do this?
Because it's clean.
It's clean, but it's
in
not
the
pleasant.
moment. I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm saying. Like, it's totally dandy. It's fine, but the stream is so strong. I've had it for like a week now, give or take, and every time I blast my ass with Lee Harvey Oswald's
Go on.
sniper shot, it surprises me every time. It's like you turn it on and there's like a 1 second delay, the longest 1 second of your life. You turn it on and you're waiting and your ass is prepared to be clean, and it's like, and it just goes. It just goes, and it's like, and you're like, oh shit. And then like you turn it off and it's like the cleanest you've ever felt, which is the
I mean, that's the selling point of it.
Right.
I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do.
But it still surprises me. I'm not used to it yet. And you know how often I shit?
Probably not as much as me.
Approximately once a day.
Oh, maybe you do
and
shit more
a
than
majority of that
when I shit,
is at
hard.
home. That's true. You're
I shit at work all the time.
It's the most economical thing you can do.
Uh-huh.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway, besides that, I haven't had a lot go on. I hung out with my mom. That was pretty cool. She dropped by. I now have a weed whacker, so I can whack weeds, which is a bonus. None of this matters, right, to anyone that doesn't own a house. They don't care about toilet seats. They don't care about a broken garage or weed whackers. It's just new to me, because this is still new to me. So,
no.
I get it.
What they care about is the other host telling them how I'm living my life, not boring and dull and boomerish like this guy.
What are you talking about?
I don't own a house, but I'm still out there having fun.
Well, what kind of fun are you having?
Well, let me start off by talking about hockey.
Wow.
He's lost interest.
Did you get a dub?
I showed you the footage of, because I subscribe to this thing called Live Barn that we have at the rink out in Hammond. Not sponsored at all. But it records the entire playing time into 30-minute intervals. And you can go back and watch any time, any game. It's there for your viewing pleasure.
You're welcome.
So I decided to subscribe to it and
for free.
No,
JK.
I wish it was.
It's too much.
About $20 a month. It's kind of ridiculous, but I wanted to because I scored 2 goals and the second one was very nice, and I showed Aidan and his dad Mark. It was just cool.
It's beautiful.
So I think I'm gonna try to play good again this coming week and see if I can.
You should try and play good every coming week.
Well, now that I have footage, maybe I can learn some things and be what I did wrong and improve my game.
Increased motivation.
Because I'm on the road to the NHL.
Exactly.
So that was a lot of fun. The Saturday show with your dad and you was good. Once again, I was late, as I will be to my own funeral, but it's just the way it is. I mean, I can't.
In this economy, you can't control it. You said.
Yes, and after the show, I pretty much did nothing the rest of my Saturday until the night of. I was supposed to get a tattoo of my dog's paw, but it was kind of running a little bit behind, so it will happen. I didn't just puss out or anything.
This is something I just found out today. You weren't, you didn't lock in an appointment at a tattoo parlor. You were at some random dude's house party where a tattoo artist just was.
I mean, yes and no. It was my stepmother's friend Kelly. She organized this whole thing. She knew this guy. His name was Smokey, and he looks like a Smokey. He's a big man, and he will probably beat the piss out of you. He's bald, beard, tats everywhere, gauges, septum ring. Guy probably meant business, but I don't think she scheduled it right because she only had hour intervals in between everyone. And
okay.
It was only a small tattoo, which is only going to be $50, and a bigger one, which would be $100. But
it's not bad.
Most of the tattoos these people were getting weren't very big, but he just took breaks to have a smoke or get something to eat. But I don't think it wasn't meant to be that way. It just sort of happened that he got behind because they were only scheduled an hour apart. She probably could have scheduled it a bit more out, an hour and a half to 2 hours in between each tattoo. But it will happen at some point, either professionally or at another house party. But Now I just have to decide where to actually get it. Because my mind is still torn about where to get it. But
Right.
I will figure that out when I get there. And then after that fail, that turned into a great night of drinking and tomfoolery and shenanigans with everyone but Aidan.
Yeah.
Which is fine. He's old. He's got shit to do. He's got to be asleep by 6 p.m.
6:30.
Oh, my bad. It's right. It's the weekend. You get 30 extra minutes.
Extra 30.
Yeah, your girlfriend gave you 30 extra minutes to stay awake and play games with the boys.
My turn to play the 360. I get to stay up late.
Babe, can I stay up 30 extra minutes, please? I did the dishes today. But it was a lot of fun. I got home around 3 a.m. Sunday. Was up at 1 in the afternoon Sunday with a headache. Not much of a hangover. I just my head was pounding, and I'm just like, this doesn't feel good.
Which is kind of a hangover.
Kind of, but like it wasn't.
If your head is pounding and you don't feel good.
But it wasn't. It wasn't like an extreme hangover, you know. It's not like I just woke up and like tried to sit up, like, oh, I'm still fucking drunk.
Oh yeah.
Like no, nothing like that. But
you probably needed more water.
It was a good weekend. Well, I did. No, I didn't. Well, I didn't drink any water Saturday night. But when I woke up, I crushed a Gatorade Sunday afternoon and some water, which immediately made me start feeling better.
Good.
But nothing bad happened this weekend. It was only fun times,
only
laughs, and lots of drinking and lots of women.
Fantastic. All for you, Kev.
I wish.
Well, while he wishes a little more, we can hope for the guy. We will be right back in one moment's time. In 1 moment's time for... God, I was about to say burning questions. No, it's quiz time first. Get it right. Quiz time first. We'll be back. And we're back. Quiz time is the time where quizzes occur, but we have to confirm that first by looking at my watch. What does it say?
It's dark.
You know what that means.
It's quiz time.
It's quiz time, where the quizzes occur. Now, Kevan is the quiz master this week, which means I and the lovely listener get to partake in a quiz.
Yes.
What do you have?
I have something I concocted late at night last night.
I put the cock in concoct.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I was sitting there.
It's funny I say that. Okay.
I was sitting there, post-nut.
Dick in hand, all nasty.
I'm like, well, it wasn't that nasty. It was about 2 a.m. I went to bed super late last night because I took a nap after work.
You're right.
And I just thought to myself, dick still in hand. I'm just like...
Of course. It's when the best thoughts occur.
Like, I got to make a quiz. And then this brilliant idea popped up into my mind. Aidan, this is invented in question mark.
Oh, no.
So I have some inventions... And you have to give me the year when it was invented. I will give you some leeway here. I give you...
sure hope.
20 years.
Dude,
no, 50.
I'd be
I gotta
lucky.
give you 50.
I might be lucky to get the century right.
I gotta give you 50. Well, I mean, I don't have them, like, categorized in, like, any... Like, I found this on a cool website, and honestly, out of these 20 inventions that I have, one of them only predates to, like... ancient history.
The old times.
Yeah, only one of them. Like, not like 1400s, way before that.
Damn. So, okay.
Yeah.
So you give me the product, I tell you the year it was invented.
Correct.
Okay.
So,
are you listening at home? Are you ready? Here we go.
First one. The airplane.
I think that was invented... Not that it matters unless there's bonus points... I think that was invented by the Wright brothers.
I could have done that, but...
There's only so many inventors' names that people know.
Mm-hmm. But you are correct in the name.
In the name. But what year? Because it had to have been, I'm assuming, the 1800s. Possibly.
You would be incorrect.
Okay. Oh, right. Because, like, yeah, okay. Oh, boy. Because, what's my brain doing? What's it trying to think?
It's thinking.
Like, World War I happened in the early 1900s.
You'd be correct.
But did we have planes by then? I don't really think so. And then it was like this dinky little plane that eventually became a better plane. I'll say 1920.
Well, you're within the 50 years, so I'll give
Okay.
you a point. 1903.
03. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Reasonably, like, close, you
yeah.
know, because it's not exactly like I was there for that.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
Next one. The Geiger counter.
Oh, fuck. Well, it's got to be before Chernobyl, because what a convenient use for a Geiger counter than fucking Chernobyl.
Am I right?
Am I right? Oh, man. Have you heard, like, the whole thing about the elephant's foot in Chernobyl?
No.
Where it's just this mass of nuclear waste. And it's like, the original story is someone went in to take a picture of it, and they were advised not to, because just getting close enough to point a camera around a corner to take a picture of it, the dude died.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Skill issue, yeah, get good. Anyway, fascinating. But the Geiger counter, how
It was actually the guy who did invent it. His last name was Geiger.
Mr. Geiger, yeah. It makes me figure, like, when was knowing nuclear levels, like, or radiation levels, like, important, right? Because...
Well, at the time, it was probably... I'm not going to say all of these were accidental discoveries, but...
That's true.
You know,
science stumbles upon things. The microwave was an accident. I will say
So was I.
19... Yeah, me too. 1925.
You're within the years 1912.
Oh, okay. So, it was, okay. Same general area.
And now, while this quiz is titled Invented in... I mean... Some of these, I later ended up finding later down, like, the graph that, like, someone actually, like, refound it and fine-tuned it or something like that. But, like, this goes back to the first initial thought or the idea that this thing could become...
So, like, when it was conceived?
Yeah, pretty
in a way?
much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Only some of these. Like this one, I'm sure you might have a different answer, but the first one I stumbled upon, electronic books / the World Wide Web.
E-books and the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. I think I remember hearing that the internet went public in the early 1990s. But I thought it was invented in the 70s. Like, the first internet that CERN made, or whatever the fuck, was like 1977. I'll go with that.
Well, you're within the 50 years, 1945.
45?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Well, when it was conceived, when it was, thought of as...
E-books and the internet was conceived in 45?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This next one will shock you.
Wow.
AI.
Oh, God.
And no, it's not
no.
2023.
Yeah, I was going to say. Well... Oh, God. I know there's, like the first chess... It's like...
No, don't talk about chess.
Because chess...
No, because nothing.
The first chess computer to be a human being, I think, was like the 80s or something like that. 70s or 80s. And then, like, computers are just always better than humans now. At chess, Kevin's favorite sport. But, is that really the answer? Or are they talking like the Enigma machine, or whatever the fuck it was called, from, like, World War II history, being AI? I'll say 1969.
Nice. And close. 1956.
Not bad, dude. Both nice and close. I'm about ready.
Clockwork.
Clockwork?
Yes.
Just like clock
like
mechanisms?
A hint for you, even though I don't think you've seen this movie, but it's a good movie that I recommend you should see it if you're a fan of the Indiana Jones franchise. The Dial of Destiny. It was something that Archimedes made called the Antikythera, and when they discovered time, pretty much, and how a clock should work.
Fucking Archimedes?
Mm-hmm. So
From
that's
like
that's
ancient Greece?
Yeah.
Type shit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. 800 BC.
No.
Oh, okay.
150 to 100 BC.
Okay, so I was in the right, like,
You were in the right era.
you know.
Parachutes.
Oh, well, I figure if we're doing the math here, and airplanes were invented in 1903, people wouldn't necessarily need to parachute out of an airplane until the airplanes were made. So, did parachutes precede airplanes? What?
Very much so.
Wow. Were people just eager to jump off of high shit?
I don't know.
What
This
is
was
wrong
way
with
back
you?
in the day.
I guess. 1850.
One more guess.
1750.
1470s.
What? 1470.
Yeah.
What did they? I mean, I guess
I don't
cloth
make
and
these
stuff,
things.
but
Like I said,
I would not trust a parachute from the 1470s.
I'll give
just
it a go.
say that.
I'd give it a go.
I'm not convinced.
Toilets.
Oh man. Uh-oh. Cuz like aqueducts back in ancient Greek,
Aqueduct.
Aquafina, the rapper. Like, were toilets in use when aqueducts were in use? Is my question. Because then it could be another...
I have an answer. I don't know.
Okay. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome.
It's like another one of those things that it could be BCE.
It's not.
But it...
I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I mean, technically, yes. But, okay, I should say the first functioning
Like flushing plumbing toilet.
Mm-hmm.
When was plumbing popularized? I'm going to guess Industrial Revolution-esque era. 1850.
Not even close.
Way too late, probably.
Way too late.
Fuck. 1610.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. Wow.
1596.
Damn, dude. Where did it flush to? Did they even invent pipes yet?
I don't know. The guy said, "Look, pull this lever," and it just made a flushing sound. A new toilet.
Wow.
Motion and gravity.
They weren't invented.
Well, okay.
But
When did the guy coin it?
Mr. Newton of
Yeah,
Isaac?
Mr. Newton of Isaac.
1780.
No.
Oh. 18?
No. Earlier.
16?
Way earlier.
15?
No.
14?
No.
13? 12? Isaac Newton wasn't from like the 1200s.
I know he wasn't.
Then why did you say when...
You said 18, I said earlier.
I said Isaac Newton, you said yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. When was
When
this
the
guy alive?
Isaac Newton?
Yeah.
It wasn't that early.
Yeah.
When was Isaac Newton born? 1643?
Uh-huh.
Didn't I just say like 1600 and you were like,
no,
nah?
no, you said 18, 17. You did not say 16.
Okay.
You can rewatch this and find yours, and you can pay me an additional $20.
I counted down to like 15.
But you skipped 16.
I
swear to God.
I don't think I did.
I swear to God.
I don't think I did. Aidan and editing, what happened? I'll forego the point.
Oh, okay. All right. 1687.
Damn. Isaac Newton, you early bust.
Aidan's favorite hobby, pianos.
Oh boy. Well, that sucks because I don't know. Because I know it was like there was a string instrument that preceded the piano, and then at some point the organ happened, and the piano was like right around there, but it was after the tinier one. I forget what the tinier one was called, but I want to say like 1550.
Mm-mm.
Am I late again?
Mm-mm.
Oh. 1710.
1700s.
Okay. Okay.
The speech synthesizer.
Oh, like Microsoft Sam or some shit? Well, it's before Stephen Hawking, so...
Yes, it is.
19?
No. You are way late.
Speech synthesizers weren't in the 20th century.
Listen, conceived, or actually invented, or patented.
Oh.
It's kind of all over the place. That's why, in my mind, it's a great thought after beating it. But some of these, I thought,
it's very
would make
difficult.
sense. It is very difficult.
Quite difficult. Es difficile. 1800.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
1769.
Bro, they didn't even have technology yet.
I mean, well, most of these, either if they were just conceived or thought of or actually invented in this time period, if it is true, it kind of blows my mind that maybe some of this technology was actually available back then.
Right. That is crazy.
Bridges.
Bridges? 100
No.
CE.
No.
500 BC.
No, this is actually in the, well, I mean, you see what I'm saying? But, like, this guy actually, like...
Bridges weren't a...
Listen.
How did they get... What, they just ford every river?
Yeah, but this guy, like, made a big one.
What is it, fucking Mr. Bridge? Or some shit?
No, I forget his name, but he made a very significant one. That's probably why
London
they
Bridge, maybe?
No.
Oh. Frick, dude. 1825.
Incorrect.
Damn. Oh, you weren't gonna just give it to me? Or, like, give me the answer?
No, you're not in the years.
1775.
1770s.
Damn. What bridge was it?
I don't remember. But
okay.
It was a bridge.
It's a big bridge, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or a very tiny bridge.
Electricity/batteries.
Well, I think we talked about that the other week of it being Benjamin Franklin. Plinky off the Benjamin, Franklin, TikTok, Riz Party in Ohio. I skibbity don't know. 1780.
1800.
Oh, I did not bad.
Rubber.
I hardly know her. Rubber. Don't they, like, didn't that start of, like, people making it from, like, the rubber tree? Isn't there a rubber tree?
What the fuck are you on about?
There's, like, a rubber tree. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
A fucking
There's
rubber
like
tree.
I'm about to be a rubber tree. A wood with rubber, and it's going in you.
Pine needles.
18.
Huh?
18.
Huh? Oh, I'll give it to you. 1839.
Hey, man. That's not bad. That's like wheel type stuff.
Pasteurization.
Oh. From Mr. or Mrs. Pasteur, the inventor, whose name was actually Pasteur.
Oh.
And they, how fancy, I named the thing after me. Cool, buddy. Very cool. 17?
No.
14?
Way early.
Oh. 1890.
Correct. Well, I'll give it to you.
Within reason.
1850s.
Within reason. Pretty solid.
Radio.
Radio Shack died. And then
It did, unfortunately.
video killed the radio star.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've also heard.
Now, this wasn't like, the first radio broadcast, and no, this was like,
when
they're just
radio
like,
waves
radio waves need to be a thing, or like,
were discovered.
Yes.
Yeah. That's got to be early. Not super early. Maybe not Isaac Newton early.
No.
But later, but not early. Late. Not late.
A wizard is never late.
He comes
He
precisely
arrives
when
precisely when he needs to.
Yeah, that also.
And he comes.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to make him. 1830.
I'll give it to you. 1860s.
Ooh, okay. That seems late. That seems late. Wow.
The typewriter.
Typewriter. I think typewriter is one of the longest words you can type with just the top line of a keyboard.
Interesting fact. Don't care.
Interesting.
When was it invented?
Okay. 1790.
I just don't care. 1790 incorrect.
1809.
89.
1809.
1809?
Yeah.
Incorrect. Wait, 50. Yeah, no, incorrect.
1867.
Oh! I will give you 2 points because you were 1 year off. 1868.
Damn. Okay. Huge turnaround. How are you doing, listener?
Car engines.
Huh. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah?
Because I think one of the first cars ever invented was by Lamborghini, who used to make tractors. Are they counting the tractor engine, or are they just counting when the engine was put in the car?
Put in the car.
1902.
Mm-hmm. I'll give it to you.
Oh, okay.
1885.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Diesel engines.
Diesel engines. Oh.
Coined by a Mr. Diesel.
Mr. and Mrs. Diesel. Or Mr. and Mr. Diesel. We're not sure yet. We'll find out here soon. 1920.
I'll give it to you. 1890s.
Oh, shit. It was even... Okay, it was like right there then. It was right there, bro.
In the final two, you could still get... I mean, I guess I failed to mention it because he only got it the one time. If he gets real close to it, I will give him 2 points. And so far, you're at 16, and we have 2 left.
Not bad.
X-rays.
Oh, wow. Well, it depends, right? If they were just discovering X-rays as a form of radiation, or if they were discovering X-rays to use medically. Both answers I don't know, so I'm not even worried, like wondering why I'm tripping about it. Soup in a bowl. 18.
Yeah.
55.
I'll give it to you. 1895.
Okay, yeah, that seemed early. Yeah, you're right.
And
Not
finally, the last one, Wikipedia.
Okay, gotta be post-internet, pre.
Pre?
Can I get a pre in chat? After you sheesh, huh? Okay, cool. Wikipedia 19. Oh man, it must be a 2000s thing then.
Yes.
2003. 2005. 2001.
Bingo.
Let's fucking go, dude! See,
got-
the World Trade Centers fell, thank God, and then Wikipedia was made. So
Thanks, Osama.
it's like the silver lining of an already silver cloud. You're welcome. What, I get 19 points?
19 out of 20, and some sacrifices need to be made. If not for the destruction of the Twin Towers, we would not have Wikipedia today.
Exactly. And if not for Wikipedia today, I think the world might just be dumber.
Yeah.
Overall.
I mean, we're on our way there.
And if not for George Bush dropping the Twin Towers, what if I wasn't born? Of course, at this point, I was already 2 years old, but like...
Well, at this point, you weren't supposed to be anyway.
2 years old? Or born?
Born.
Oh, yeah, I was an accident. A mistake, some call me. I say accident because it's a little kinder.
See, the joke went over his head, but wait a minute.
Say what?
Hold on. The joke
Hey,
went
yo.
over his... I'm sorry. This IPA tastes like shit, but goddamn, it's kicking in. Yeah, the joke went over your head because accidents aren't supposed to think... It was something like that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, dude. That bidet's been on my mind
Sure.
for so long now.
Really itching to use it?
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll give him a second, and we'll be back with burning questions. Yeah, anyway.
We're back with the final and closing and last, certainly not least, closing
final
segment
What is
of the finals.
It is closing.
We're closed. Bye.
Bye.
The last segment of the show, burning questions.
Boner.
But I got one. Questions.
It's huge. Trust me.
Oh, is the camera a little...
Yeah,
I might have hit the table.
Tilt it. Yeah, that's okay. Dunk. Anyway, it is Burning Questions, where we go to everyone's second least favorite website, Reddit, and we source questions because people just ask them into the ether expecting an answer. But here's the thing, the caveat. Who best to answer them besides the two omnipotent main characters of the universe? Us.
Yeah.
You're
It's
welcome
us.
in advance, and feel free to play along at home. Give your own answers in the comments, hit subscribe, smooch it, see what happens.
Now, while you have an answer to these questions...
And those answers are valid.
But disclaimer, they're not correct.
Because, yeah, the omnipotence we were just talking about.
It's ours.
What? Oh, I started the question without naming the person. From user
That's okay.
Woke Ya. What are you
Ya.
slowly losing interest in as you grow older?
Doing this show.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
fantastic.
No.
It really gives hope to the longevity of what we're doing. I would say what I'm losing interest in as I get older is new video game releases. Because the more AAA bullshit, the more like, ooh, Ubisoft Plus subscription, the more of that I see, the more I have negative interest in new game releases. Which is a huge, like, comparison to, like, when Modern Warfare 3 dropped, I wanted it immediately. It was the only thing I wanted forever, and I got it. Same thing with Ghosts. I mean, of course I was late to the party with Minecraft, but I got in right when it was getting popular. And it's just like now, new game releases, I have no interest in.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with your answer because it will take me too long to think of anything else, because I'm great you brought that up. Because they're at Ubisoft, I know, but they did just come out with a game that is free to play called X Defiant. No, it is. Like, it takes up space in your hard drive, but you go into the store, you download it for free. Like, it's not...
I'm sure it's chock full of microtransactions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because every fucking game is.
I mean, you can thank Fortnite for all that fucking shit.
They didn't really start it. They
everything.
popularized microtransactions and loot boxes,
Yeah.
but they didn't start it. Like, Call of Duty has had seasons forever.
Well,
like bonus
Call of Duty,
maps, DLC.
they used to have the season pass, which was just you pay $50 and you get a whole year's worth of content. That's you spend one flat rate and you get consistent content throughout the year.
But
you don't spend every week there's a reset of cosmetics and shit you can buy in the store that range from $2 to $35. Like, it's
the only thing I'm trying to say is that when you purchase a game, you expect the game to be finished and full. The invention of the battle pass or yearly season pass is literally just an extra way to extort more money from you by withholding content that otherwise would have been in the game. Period.
That is true. However, it's like...
You're going to defend it?
No. The only way I will defend it that I have an example of is with, she can say, The Division 2. So you cannot tell me they decided to, maybe they did have plans for it all along, or maybe they didn't, when they released the full game with, like, no DLC and anything like that. But everything in The Division 2, with the exception of Warlords of New York, which takes you back to New York, and a bunch more story content and this or that, was $20, so honestly not that bad.
20 bones for the full game?
For the DLC.
Oh, for the DLC.
For the full game, because it came out on PS4, it wasn't $79.90 or $70 like
60.
everything is now. It was $60.
Yeah.
So in total, it's $80. I mean, for all
Yeah.
that content, and like, of course, there is, like, when the new season comes out, you can buy. It's called the rewards track, but it's just a fucking battle pass. Yeah, it's $10. Yeah, I buy it because I play the game all the time, so I'm gonna get all these rewards. But when they first released the game, I don't know if they had any intentions on going back to New York or all this other end game content and stuff like that. So there's no possible way that all could have been in the game at launch.
I hear you.
Like,
And
I'm
I
not like, I'm defending it because I love it so much.
Right.
Like,
But
no.
I understand, because I do have a comparison in mind, and that is Cyberpunk 2077.
We're comparing the comparison with another comparison? My brain can't take this. This is so much.
All I'm trying to say is I hear your argument now, because when Cyberpunk 2077 came out, first of all, review bombed. It was a bad game, not finished. But when they updated it and fixed it, easily top 5 open world game of all time. One of my favorite video games I've ever played. And they have eventually came out with a DLC for it. Called, I think Phantom Liberty is what it was called. It was $35. So it's a little steep as far as DLC goes, in my opinion. I know there's people that spend fucking $200 on the exclusive version of blah 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 video game because they love sucking EA's cock. But Phantom Liberty was...
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about, but it ain't me.
I wasn't aiming that at you. I'm aiming
good.
that at someone that would do that.
Good.
But Phantom Liberty was not only worth $35, Phantom Liberty could have been a $70 release video game itself.
Oh.
It literally introduced an entire new map, an entire new branching storyline with different endings, not just like different results you can get in like or like it's not like an oval that just leads you back to the original endings.
Yeah.
It literally gave new endings to the original game too. So I get it. I hear you. There are applications where a DLC can make sense because it's not just game content they were hiding initially. It's game content that adds to what was a full game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same, like with the
That's
storyline.
a stark difference, though.
Yeah, but like the storyline that the Division is going in, like every single season is free to play for everybody. It's just that rewards track is $10 should you choose to do it or not, and it's just a continuation of the story after I believe each season is like 6 to 8 weeks long. So like it just continues the story. Now the only downside is that people like me that play it a lot and get it done more quicker than intended. I mean, they still have like little global events that you can partake of in the open world and stuff like that. But like if you get it done, you got to wait like 2 weeks for the next season to come out, and you're just patiently waiting.
Oh, true.
But I just wanted to say that I could have mentioned this in my vibe of the week because I totally forgot about it. Talking about video games, I just bought a platformer-based game for the PlayStation 5 the other day. It was on sale for about $13. Granted, I've only played it once so far because...
You're a busy man.
Well, I'm busy, and I get on, and boom, I'm on Helldivers, and I forgot I even have the game.
Yep.
But it's called Dark Light, and it looks like a lot of fun. I'm not... The only other platform game I really have played is, I would say, Mario.
Oh, sure. Unless you played, like, Super Meat Boy back in the day.
No.
Or, like, really? Damn, okay.
So it's fun, it's cool, it's a lot to take in, but it's only 2 gigabytes, and it was only $12.
That's not bad.
And then I just bought, which I started playing it today, and so far I haven't started anything, but I just like the way everything looks and feels. You ever heard of Back for Blood?
Back for Blood.
Made by the Left 4 Dead people?
Oh, I've heard about it. I have heard about it. Yeah.
I bought the deluxe edition. It was on sale. From $100, I got it for $10.
Wow.
So I started
That's
playing that today.
substantial.
And then there's a new game that just came out called The First Descendant that I've heard a lot about. I'm just like, oh, it looks cool, but is it, like, do you got to pay for it? I looked on the store. It's free.
Damn.
So I started downloading that before I came over here to do the show. So I got it. And I am a little bit excited for Black Ops 6, only because it's Treyarch and they usually make great games.
Yeah.
And Round-Based Zombies is back, and I like Treyarch. But other than that, I don't get excited unless there's like a sale, like, you know, a $100 game on sale for
Right.
$10. You goddamn right I'm going to cop that.
Yeah. Kevin likes couponing.
I do.
Yeah. I can't blame it. He literally has coupons right here.
Let's see.
Which he got as a gift. What's
Get a
that?
6-inch for $3.99. No.
Yeah, I know. We don't need a measuring tape.
Oh, a foot long for $6.99. Now that one I can do.
You know what I fucking miss? And also, fuck you, Subway.
Uh-oh.
$5 footlongs.
Oh. Well, that was when Jared was diddling.
Yeah, well, now he's behind bars and hopefully never sees the light of day again. But all I'm saying is, it might not have been Subway first, but they sure as shit made everything pricey like every other fast food has. So, eat dicks. Kindly. Next question. from user Yilik. Would you rather get $100 a day or a 0.01% chance of getting $1 million?
What was the
every
first
day.
one? $100 a day?
$100 a day.
$100 a day. My luck is very bad enough as it is. Why would I even chance that? I want my guaranteed money.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
That's true.
There, honestly, if you comment about this question and you say the 0.01%, you really are an idiot.
Yeah, because mathematically it's the same amount.
I love all my listeners.
Please subscribe a second time.
Yeah.
But mathematically it's the same amount. Mathematically, right? Because it's like you're chancing the luck to get lucky more than once, right? Because if you get lucky once, it's just the same amount of money, given how stats work. But you're gambling that you'll get lucky more than once, which I think is more luck than any of us working class people will ever get. So $100 a day, 100% the way to go, because what's that? 36 grand extra per year that you're just rolling
36
in.
grand.
$100 a day, 365 days.
Day.
What did you think it said?
You know what my dumb ass thought?
I don't.
$100 a month.
That's not even enough for groceries.
No. That ain't even enough for my car insurance.
$100 a day. Easy take.
Okay, yeah.
Easy take.
Yeah.
We've got the next question from user Time Entertainment 820. To you, what is one minor decision you've made that changed your life forever?
A minor decision that I made.
Yeah.
Well, maybe way back in the day when I was hanging out with my buddy Zach and we were playing games and the power went out, so we decided to go shoot pool at Inman's, and that's where I met my first girlfriend, Olivia.
Yep.
Because it was a pretty small thing. I mean, we were just bored because the power went out and we couldn't play any games anymore, and we had to figure out something to do. And it was something very minor that we could have just stayed home and just did nothing, but we decided to go out. And it wasn't really minor because you kind of needed to have a job even back then because money was nice. But I'd say, even getting a job at Town and Country, because I wouldn't have met you and the show wouldn't have even been a thing had I not decided to work at that fucking hellscape.
Yeah, that place blows. But that is a fantastic answer, because I wouldn't have met you had I not worked there. I wouldn't have met my girlfriend Jordan had I not worked there. So yeah, that little minor decision to work at L local grocery store was...
to work at Redacted.
Yeah, Redacted. Well, you've already said the name, and I'm not going to bother editing it, because who cares?
Fuck them.
But, that's a good one. I would say at some point in my 20s, I stopped giving a shit about what, strangers or acquaintances might think of me. And I feel like it's helped my social anxiety a fair bit, because my entire, preteen and teenage years, I dealt with a lot of social anxiety. And at some point, I know, common L Riz, but at some point, I want to say it was in the last couple years, because I'm 24 now, and God, I want to say it was 2 or 3 years ago where I just kind of was like, why the fuck would I care? Why would I care? What am I losing by just being me instead of this facade of, oh, happy-go-lucky, you're doing customer service voice to a fucking acquaintance? Why? They're not doing that. They're likely not doing that. Mm-mm. And it's just my brain flipping that switch off of just why are you doing this? A, it's tiring. B, it's nonsensical. Just stop. And I just stopped, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah,
Major improvement.
I think now No, social anxiety is still, I wouldn't say it's a struggle for me, but, like, you definitely got to, I just can't.
Can't seem to.
No,
I just can't.
If I'm out at a bar and I'm with a group of friends.
I've been to bars.
It's fine. I have been to bars.
Yeah.
But, like, perfect example, this past Saturday, like, I knew the woman we were hanging out with, so it was fine whether I drank or I didn't. But, like, to be a very social person at a bar, especially like Franklin House on a Saturday night here in Valpo, kind of intimidating just a little bit, but I was already kind of in the pocket, so like I could talk to anyone and not really give a shit.
Yeah.
Because I went into the bathroom to piss, and I went to the furthest stall, which isn't even really a stall. And there was a guy in the first one, and the guy came in the middle and started pissing. He's just like, man, it's bumping in here for a Saturday night. He looks over there. I guess his buddy's pissing next to him. Like, yo, what's up, Ethan? He's like, it's bumping, isn't it? And I was wearing this exact shirt, pissing. He was like, ain't that right, red shirt guy? And I'm like, yeah. As I'm pissing, I'm like, yeah, man. I'm just like, yeah. And then stumbled out of the bathroom, fucking... It was great. It was a good time.
Oh, shit. So they obviously didn't catch the LA Night, yeah.
They didn't, which kind of
But they still reacted positively.
They did,
which I think is a bonus.
Because, like, it was funny how, like, they asked it to me. It was, like, a 2-second delay because I'm like, yeah. Like, it wasn't, like, an immediate reaction because I was pissing.
Right. You're not expecting...
If I'm drunk or if I'm not, there is social piss anxiety.
That does happen.
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Unless I'm in a stall at a bar, I cannot. That's why I got in there and there was no one in there, so I had to push it out, man. I'm not afraid to admit this on the airwaves and on video form.
Yeah.
You got piss anxiety, bro, and it's not because people can see it. I don't give a fuck. It's small as shit. All right. It's just the fact that someone is literally over my shoulder breathing.
Yeah,
and I can
true.
hear them, and I can't concentrate on pissing.
Yeah. I've had that before. That's probably another thing I've reached a point on of like, I have to pee. The fact that someone's next to me isn't going to stop me from peeing. But I think I did bring this up. This had to have been like 5 or 6 episodes ago, where I was telling the story of like my supervisor walking up to me in the stall and like striking up a conversation.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Don't talk to me when my cock is in my hand and I'm peeing. Or just if my cock is in my hand. Or if I'm just peeing. Don't acknowledge me in a bathroom.
I talk to you all the time, and I know where that hand's been.
And you know where it's about to be.
Exactly, so let's continue talking about questions.
The next one, from user L like boobs and ting.
Okay,
cool.
Nice.
Cool name.
I do like boobs and ting, too.
What celebrity do you find to be really likable? Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Markiplier.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
He's very likable. Very likable.
Fuckable.
John Cena.
Bing chilling. John Cena's famous quote.
Bing chilling.
Gosh, who else is out there that's actually likable?
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo's a good one. I'd agree. Bill Nye seems like a homie.
I almost said Steve Rogers. That's not his name.
Steve Rogers.
Fuck, what's his name?
That is America's ass.
Yeah, what's his name?
Chris Evans?
Yes.
Okay. Holy. Like, Michael Cera seems like a likable guy. Like, he's just goofy and entertaining.
He's a child.
Well, right.
So Michael Cera is.
Do you remember
his balls never dropped.
Fair. But do you remember, because you've known me for 5-6 years now, you remember what I used to look like before, this came in?
Yeah, Michael Cera.
I looked like Michael Cera. I swear to fucking God.
Aidan Maloney saves the world.
Yeah, exactly. Scott Pilgrim, who? But, I looked exactly like him. And then now I look like this, and I don't know if I look like anyone else anymore.
Jason Bateman, I think he's likable.
Jason Bateman? Oh, Jason Bateman. Oh, yeah. Sorry, took a minute.
Will Arnett's good.
Yeah.
Shit, who's the other? There was one more I was thinking of.
Gosh,
there was one more that I was thinking of, but now I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, Christian Bale. I do like him.
Yeah.
He's very likable, I feel like.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what Christian Bale is like offset. Whereas, like, I've always heard positive things about Keanu and Ryan Reynolds and Mark Fishbach. I don't know what Christian Bale is like offset. You know, like they
He's
offered
out
him...
there protecting the fucking citizens of Gotham.
No,
he's not part of the fucking Red Army.
Well, that's his loss.
Oh.
Who else? I think that might be it for me. I mean, that's who like first comes to mind, right?
Cool.
Oh, okay, cool. We've got one more question here.
Very neat. Interesting. Good job.
When is your violin concert?
June 11th.
Ah, what is today?
June 15th.
You flipped them.
I did.
Yeah. It's an old meme. Anyone that knows the meme knows. When is your violin concert? June 15th. Huh. What is today?
June 11th. Now it makes sense.
Totally not voiced over at all.
No.
Last question from user Short Eggplant 6069. Nice. Would you rather 100% chance to win $50,000 or a 25% chance to win $100 billion?
Nah, give me the 50,000.
Not taking your 1 in 4 chances?
No, because just like the question about 0.01% chance to get all that money.
Right. The chances aren't in your favor.
I know when I'm beat. I know when I don't have a chance in hell in doing something. And in this case...
You know when to fold them or when to hold them.
I don't have a chance in hell to win...
100 billion with a B. Yeah.
No chance. But like nothing.
If there were 4 of us... I think my answer would change. Because if there's 4 of us, and each of us take the 25% chance, chances are nearly 100%.
Chances are.
We get the 100 bill. Chances are. But if it's just me, I understand mathematically it's smarter to take the 25% chance. But financially, it's a lot smarter to take the 50K. Because in 3 out of 4 scenarios, I'm no better off. Whereas in the 50K scenario, there's a 100% chance I am better off.
Yes. And that's exactly what I'm doing.
Exactly. And
because I could use that money to...
get, like, 1,000 blowjobs.
Yeah.
From me.
Yeah, it was very pricey blowjobs.
$50 per? That's, like, not pricey at all. Right? I don't know. Granted, I don't know. I'm assuming.
I've never paid. I've never paid for sex.
This is like Grand Theft Auto 4 logic. Like, this is like Liberty City type shit. Like, oh, what do we know?
I don't know the flat rate of a dick suck. You know, I don't...
I know what my rate would be.
Well, now that I know, you might be price gouging me.
$50? You know what? Fuck you. I'm a better negotiator. Now it's $150.
I will take my money elsewhere.
That's fine. My mouth awaits. Anyway, we thank you for watching and for listening. This has been AK219. A good time. Hopefully, you did pretty well on that quiz. I was, of course, very lucky to have Kevin give me a generous plus or minus 50 years.
Hey, don't mention it.
I won't mention it again. And, of course, the burning questions are always burning. So we hope you've enjoyed. We will catch you bright and early late next week with another episode of Chaos, where we guarantee there will be another episode. Right, Kev?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. See ya. Any final words? As my dad would say, do you care to close out the show?
I'm trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. I have coupons. There's a 50% chance I might be outside your door right now.
And a 100% chance I'm holding my cock.
Have a good night, everybody.
Creep ASMR. Bye.